on one second. Okay. Are you guys good now? Let me know if you, oh, there we go, guys. Oh. I'm so sorry about that, guys. It looks like now we should be okay. I am so sorry. I think it's time for me to also get new headphones. What's up, Sour Geeks? Thank you all so much for being patient. So, Omar was supposed to be a special guest on the show tonight. I wore my special Wizard of Oz hoodie for him. Unfortunately, we couldn't make stuff happen. So, I'm just making sure that everybody can hear me. So, Omar was supposed to be a special guest. He'll be here next week. I am so excited to have him. I am wearing my special Wizard of Oz hoodie to honor him. I'm so glad you guys can hear. I'm so sorry about that. Okay, give me a thumbs down or let me know in the comments if we don't, if something happens. So I apologize. That was me. So anyway, here we go, guys. This was a great episode of Ash versus Evil Dead. Hey, Craig, it's nice to have you new here. I'm so glad you guys can hear me now. Thank you. I unfortunately missed the first 15 minutes of the show because unfortunately, STARZ has been complete dicks and they have decided not to put Ash versus Evil Dead on demand anymore at Saturday at midnight. So I would normally get about many hours to watch that show before I came here to the live stream. And unfortunately, I couldn't do it today because they have stopped putting Ash versus Evil Dead on demand. And I am so sad. I am so sad about that. I like to watch the show on Saturday nights at midnight. I stay up specifically to watch this show. Thank you, Craig. You are amazing for being here. And I specifically stay up all single day so that way I can go till midnight. So at 12:01, STARZ will post Ash versus Evil Dead, but they haven't done it in the past 2 weeks. 2 weeks, people. 2 weeks. This has been horrible. 2 weeks. I've had to wait until 7 p.m. Central Standard Time to watch the show on Sundays. And I don't mind waiting. I will wait forever for Bruce Campbell or for any of them. I I would totally wait for them. And so I guess I don't mind waiting till Sunday. I'm just giving a little gripe about it because I have to wait. But it was a great episode. And unfortunately, because of some DVR malfunctions, I missed the first 15 minutes of the show. So let's go on ahead and let's talk about like what happened, where I picked up. And Chet and Ash basically went back to his house. So did Lucy Lawless, which is Ruby, Kelly and Pablo, um, and Ash's love, Linda, and her daughter. So when I picked up, I'm so glad that you guys can hear me. Thank you. And then so when I picked up, it looks Cheryl had just came out of her bedroom, and Ash and Chet were standing in the hallway staring at her, and I was like, "Oh my God, that's Cheryl. That's Ash's sister. That is so awesome." And that was the real actress that played Cheryl as well. That was the real woman. I mean, they reached back into the freaking real Evil Dead movie and plucked out Cheryl from the movie. And she looked great. She looked exactly like she looked with the hair and her face and her clothing. I mean, you can really tell when people have taken care of themselves, like when they've stayed abstained from drugs and alcohol and certain vile elements of the earth, and when they've really taken care of themselves. And that young woman who played Cheryl had definitely taken care of herself, I thought. She was in physical shape and her hair, I mean, just everything. It really looked like Ash's sister. So that was awesome. So there was a big fight sequence at the last half of the show between Ash and Cheryl. And unfortunately, that bitch killed Chet Kaminsky. Ted Raimi has been killed off of season 2 now. But I'm not gonna say anything bad because Pablo and Kelly are still alive. My vagina and my Kelly are still alive. So I'm gonna take that. Even though I was honestly really hoping that Ted Raimi would last a lot longer. I was hoping he would at least make it into season 3. But I understand, when Ash starts talking about how much he loves Chet and Chet has stuck through him through everything, never lied to him, always been a great friend. You knew that obviously Linda was, or Linda, excuse me, I was talking about Zena Omar's comment right here. You knew that Chet was going to be killed by Cheryl. And when it happened, I'm not gonna lie, guys, the ugly cry. I mean, hell, even just thinking about it right now is honestly making me tear up. I didn't want Ted Raimi to go this quickly. However, I will take it because as long as Kelly and Pablo are alive, I'm happy. I'm happy. So, Declan, it's so glad that you dropped by tonight. Thank you. I know you can't stay, but you are amazing for being here. All of you are amazing. And if you would not mind going down below and hitting the like button for me, I would greatly appreciate it. And so, Omar wants to talk about Linda and that wuss of a cop. So that's a great point. If you guys want to talk about something specific that happened in the show, please put it in the comments and I will absolutely talk about it. So Linda was at the front window with Kelly, and they looked like the town had come to basically lynch Ash, which I understand their emotions, you know, absolutely. So Linda and Kelly are at the front window shooting at the crowd. I mean, and to give Linda her take, she holds her own, but yeah, I mean, her husband is kind of like a wuss. Absolutely. I think okay, so then after Ash, was it was really funny. Unfortunately, after Cheryl killed Chet, he shot Linda right in the he shot Cheryl right in the face, and she landed outside the house in front of everybody, and they were all about to kill Ash, and he says, "No, no, no, wait for it." And you really do have to wait for it. You thought they were gonna kill Ash at the moment. I was so scared for his safety at that moment when Cheryl was not rising from the ground. I really thought somebody would pop off a shot at him, and they didn't. I was really happy about that. So Cheryl gets up from the ground. She starts moving after she takes that shotgun blast, but she has a normal face to the crowd of people. Ash does not know that Cheryl is her regular self and not her demon self. So he shoots her in the back, and all of the people she turns around to Ash and she is the demon to Ash. And so he shoots her in the stomach. And all of the people are calling Ash a murderer. And at this point, I really thought that somebody was going to shoot Ash, but thank goodness that Cheryl showed who she truly was, that she was a demon, and they all realized that Ash was actually a good guy trying to save them from the demons. So they watched while he stuffed Cheryl, while he shot Cheryl into the trunk, closed the trunk on top of her head, and like chainsawed her head off. I mean, that was so great. She was even still like moving and flinching and stuff afterwards. It was awesome. So that's when we find out that the head chick, who is the head lyncher, she is there because she wants to lynch Ash, and that's Ball in disguise. And so when after Ash has killed his sister, Ball pulls up the little finger to like shh to Ash. So Ball knocks Ash out and keeps telling him to shh. So now we don't know what's going to happen uh, to Ash now because that's how the episode dropped. Going very quickly back to Kelly, Pablo, and Ruby. Somehow Ruby was horribly injured and she has like this horrible cut to her, like her left or her right side. I just don't remember off the top of my head. I believe it was her left. And unfortunately, though, Ruby says that her immortality was taken by her children. and she can basically die. And so Kelly gave her this look like, dude, you're gonna die. And that's when Ruby looked at her and said, look, I don't want your pity. I don't need your empathy. So Kelly told Pablo to stop, to be a good vagina and to dig deep down inside him and find the spell that's going to get rid of Ball, which is what he did. And Declan says, I can stay a little while now, actually, because the art stream I was watching is taking a 15-minute break. Well, you're perfect, Declan, because we have 15 minutes left of this live stream. And so Pablo produced the spell, but when he did, it like busted everybody backwards. And so now we have the spell to banish Ball, and now Ball has Ash. Everything's coming to a head. Episode 7 is going to be freaking wild. Yeah, Omar. So the Necronomicon is coming out on Pablo's stomach. Mr. Omar said something here about Pablo had something on his stomach. Yes, the Necronomicon is actually writing itself onto Pablo, which really scares me for Pablo. What happens if the process kills him? I mean, that really, really scares the crap out of me. I don't, ever since they faked us out with Pablo's death, like in episode 4, I don't want Kelly or Pablo to die. And if they really do ever kill them off, I really will do the ugly crying because I really love them. And just to let you guys know, I also invited uh, Sam Raimi and Bruce Campbell, Dina De Lorenzo, and Ray Santiago to be on the after show tonight. However, nobody responded. That's totally okay. I did not realize I would have done every actor, but I just didn't have enough room because you know how Twitter is. You only have like 96 characters. So, I mean, oh my God. Yeah, it was a great episode. It's kind of it's kind of reaching just a smidge with the Necronomicon, but I like what they're doing with it. I like how they are interacting it with Pablo, and basically Pablo has another curse on him this season. Last season, on season 1, Pablo was basically cursed by the book on his face and then the charm that his uncle gave him. Now he is cursed by those events and throwing the Necronomicon into the trunk of the Delta. So poor Pablo really gets it this whole season. I feel so bad for him. Um, Great TV for us mentally unstable. That's right, Declan. That's right. So have any of you out there have you guys seen the movies? If you haven't actually watched them, they are on YouTube for free. And if you are not watching Ash versus Evil Dead, you should be. It is, for me, the best show on television. Uh, I intend, obviously, tonight. I don't care about The Walking Dead. I don't care that it came on. I don't care if you spoil it for me. I don't care about any of that crap. I'm going to go back and make sure that I finish watching the full episode of Ash versus Evil Dead. Because for me, this show is number one for me above all. You're probably wondering, even over American Horror Story? And the answer would be yes. Yes, I'm going to admit it now. I, if I had a choice between Ash versus Evil Dead or American Horror Story, I would pick Ash versus Evil Dead. Hands down, hands down. Don't hate me for loving Bruce Campbell and Sam Raimi's insane mind and Bruce Campbell's acting, but I just do. I've loved it since I was a kid, since I was like 11 years old and I broke my leg. And my dad saw me going through movies because that's all I had to do. That's all I could do that summer was just stay up and watch movies. So he said, hey, if you want a really great horror movie, I've got one for you. And he gave me The Evil Dead. Yeah, he gave his 11-year-old daughter The Evil Dead. And he just knew I would love it. And I did. Do you think there will be another Evil Dead film starring the cast of Ash versus Evil Dead? Omar, I would love for them to do that. But there is a third season of Ash versus Evil Dead still coming out. So I think they would probably do the movie once Ash versus Evil Dead, the television show, stopped. And I don't see them stopping anytime as far as like for a season 4 and season 5. as long as they keep that magic going, I think we're gonna have absolutely 5 seasons, and then maybe we'll get a movie, and that would be great. Declan says, "Yep, seen the movies because I grew up with horror because my mom's a horror junkie." Yay! Your mom is awesome, Declan. I'm a horror junkie too, absolutely. I lived in the country, and I watched horror movies, and I scared the crap out of myself at a very young age with books and movies, and I love it, can't lie. So, okay, guys, we are into the last 10 minutes for the live stream. And I just really want to say again that I just love the show. The gore factor in it. They just really, again, even though we're in episode 6 and we have 4 episodes left to go, episode 7, 8, 9, and 10, my favorite episode still has to be episode 1 and 2. And I just love the fact how this season is just as strong as the movies and season 1. And I just cannot again, if I could be able to get on my freaking hands and knees and worship the show, I probably would. So if any of you out there are in so much fandom, just like I am, please comment below. I really appreciate it. And Declan, what is your favorite old school scary movie? I've only ever been scared by one movie, says Declan. Then after that, I got used to it. Now it's impossible for horror to scare me. I know, right? Oh, Rihanna says, I'm really gonna miss Chet. Yes, thank you. Yes. Oh my God, we can't talk about it though, because if we do, I really will start crying. Because I love Chet's character. He was so sexist and drunk, and I don't know, I really liked him. I really liked his character. I love these crazy characters that they come up with in Ash versus Evil Dead because they are, you know, I've met a lot of people like Chet and, like Kelly and Pablo, and it's just some of the obviously the characters that come and go in the show. So I mean, I just really like how they, in such a short amount of time, they put in so many details of these characters that we love them, like Chet. But Chet only came out in like episode 2, and I mean, he was only in 4 episodes, if that, 4. And I have loved Chet's character so much that my ugly freaking cry face came out when he died. Okay, we can't talk about this anymore. Mr. Omar says, I started laughing when Ruby was kissing the female cop who was really the man wearing and okay, hands up for saying that blonde cop in episode 5 in this last episode, she was hot. I don't care. You don't have to be like that stick thin for me to. I think every woman is beautiful, but I think that cop, her hair, her makeup, she was a beautiful woman, and I really liked. I guess that was the one you're talking about, Omar. Dylan says, "Did you ever notice almost all of Ash's love interests are named Linda?" Yeah, I guess he's got a thing for Linda's, Dylan. Yeah, Dylan, it's so great to have you here in the live stream. It's awesome. Rihanna, he was so itchy. Yeah, he was with, just Ted Raby was awesome. You okay, Blake? Oh, okay. I just was hoping Ted would make it till the 3rd season, and I'm so sad that it's episode 6. I wanted him for at least the entire 2nd season. But, like Quentin Tarantino is definitely going, he has confirmed that after his 10th movie, he's quitting, which he has 2 more movies to go, and then he's hit his 10th, and he has confirmed that, he's quitting, which I understand. You wanna leave your audience wanting more, not being sick of you and basically pushing you off the stage, which is how Chet went tonight. He left with us wanting more rather than us getting sick of his character and pushing him off the stage. And that's another thing that I really love about Ash versus Evil Dead is that they know when to kill a character. Like, except for like Amanda in season 1, I was really hoping that cop would make it, um, a little bit longer. Because it seemed like Ruby really like had a thing for her, and that, she kind of wanted to be with her after all this stuff. And so I just, kind of missed that. But again, they killed off Amanda with us wanting more of her. So I really hope that they don't do that with Kelly and Pablo. I need me some Kelly and Pablo. So what do you guys think? I am going to probably make a video about will Kelly and Pablo survive the season? And I want your opinions on it, guys, on what you think is going to happen to Kelly and Pablo. Do you think that they're going to die? Do you think they're going to make it? And if you think one of them will die, which one? So I just, again, it was just a great episode. I noticed though, Ash's house was very big, run down and very big. Like his dad literally lived in the same day every day after Ash left and Cheryl died, which is kind of sad, you know? But yeah, I love how Ash's house all of a sudden, like like the set of everything, the hallways were really wide to fit Ash and Chet standing side by side with plenty of room, and you know all of the bullets from the crowd in the front of the house, none of the noise never reached to the other side of the house. And yeah. Let's see, Declan. Oh, Declan, I got it right here. Declan says, I was 5. Oh, okay. Declan said, when I was 5, I will always have a soft spot for Amityville or original Dracula, not the remakes. It has to be the OG ones. Right on, Declan. That's why I got the poster up there too. I'm the same way. My mom took me to that movie when it came out in the theaters. I was so little I didn't remember it, but yeah, still, even when I saw it afterwards as a kid, scared the poop out of me. It was so that was a crazy movie, crazy book, scared the crap out of me. Just thank goodness today I can at least find solace in telling myself that it was all fake, or was it? Omar wants to know if I've ever played the Evil Dead, the video game. No, I have not. I have not, Omar. I don't have some of those systems that most of those Evil Dead games are on. However, I know that you can go like on YouTube and stuff like that, and you can buy them. So I would love to. And I know that they're trying to put together, I think, an Evil Dead game right now for Xbox or something. I think that would be great. Thank you, William. William complimented my videos. You are so awesome. So, guys, we are left in the last 4 minutes of the live stream. So let's wrap some things up here. I love Ash versus Evil Dead. I love Bruce Campbell. I love Sam Raimi. I mean, when he's not making Spider-Man 3 movies. I love him. Absolutely. I love Ray Santiago, Dana De Lorenzo, Lucy Lawless. I think that they are great. They have so much chemistry this season. They had it last season. I sincerely hope that some magic happens and Ruby does not die. I want Ruby to make it very much. I love Lucy Lawless. She's so gorgeous and strong and smart. I just think she's a great character. So I do hope she's able to hang on. Her, Kelly, and Pablo. Oh, I'm so sorry. I was looking at Declan's. I was never a fan of Frankenstein because I knew it as more of a rom-com. Omar says my favorite is Whatever Happened to Baby Jane and Straight Jacket starring Joan Crawford. That's old school like that, Omar. So again, guys, this was just a great episode. R.I.P. Jet. R.I.P. Guy. We love you. Deuces. I will fondly remember you in the season 2 DVD. I hope that, oh my God, I hope they do a lot of interviews with Ted Raimi for the DVD release of Ash vs. Evil Dead season 2, because I literally watched Ash vs. Evil Dead season 1 with the commentaries, which I was so happy for because they actually had Dana, Ray, Bruce, and sometimes Sam. I want to say they had Sam, but I could be wrong on that. I'm not 100% sure. But they had all of the actors and the creator, together commenting on the show. And I love listening to their commentaries while going back to rewatch the show, and also seeing their DVD extras. So I really hope that they give Ted his right due, just like Ash's dad, Lee Majors, and they give them a special section on the season 2 DVD. If you're listening to me out there, Ash versus Evil Dead people, please give Ted Raimi and Lee Majors a special section in the DVD release of season 2 of Ash versus Evil Dead, because we as fans, we want it. Omar says, I'm an old soul. William says, I just realized you kind of look like Sarah Paul. You have no idea how much I'm actually starting to get that now. I don't know how you guys can ever think I do. She is an extremely spectacularly beautiful woman, and I am not. So thank you for the compliment, William. I hope I'm enunciating your name right. Kajona, I love your witch theory for Beyond the Horror. Thank you so much. Declan says, I do love The Omen, and I can't wait for Feud, because Joan Crawford and Betty Davis story will be amazing. No problem, Declan. Thank you for being here. Omar is an old soul. All right, guys, let's go on ahead and let's wrap up the live stream. Thank you all so much for being here. If you would like to help me out, go down and hit the thumbs up button below to support me. I will be here next Sunday at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time to do another Ash versus Evil Dead unofficial after show. So if you guys would like to come back, I would love to have you here. If you have not watched Ash versus Evil Dead season 2, go to STARZ right now. It's only like 10 or 14 bucks a month to add it to your cable provider, or you can just watch it online as well right now, I think on STARZ. I'm not positive about that, but still, it's cheap to order STARZ. You need to watch this show. It's awesome. I cannot express how much I love this show. Anyway, thank you guys all very much for being here. I love talking about the show. I love talking with you guys about it. And I just, again, love the show. Thank you guys again. This is Mother Supreme saying have a very great Sunday night. Bye, everybody. That's weird.